Start celebrating yourself. This gives you the energy to keep going, but it also allows you to slow down, reflect, and really appreciate the moment you're in.
We're so used to being celebrated for the big things in life, but we're not used to celebrating yourself. We're not used to celebrating the small things that get us to where we are today.
So in this video, I'm gonna first go over how this video came to be and why it's important, and then I'm gonna go over a step-by-step guide on how you can start celebrating yourself to have a more meaningful and fulfilling life. So back in May of this year, I graduated at the top of my class, and you know what I did? I ran away. I know. But I felt like my graduation wasn't that big of a deal because in this past 4 years that I was in school, I also
want to live on my own. I cooked, I cleaned. I worked oftentimes 2 jobs at the time. I paid rent. I was responsible for all those things.
And I know what you might be thinking.
Like, Sofia, shouldn't you have celebrated even more because you graduated despite all the things that you were doing?
And yeah, you're right. But my head was so filled with all the things that I had done and all the things I needed to do that my brain could only think,
get me out of here. I can no longer do this. I just want to get out of here.
So what I did is, as soon as I wrote my last exam, I got on a plane and I went back home to Italy for 4 months, and I spent time with my family and my boyfriend, and I just kind of relaxed. But during this trip, I read a book by Matthew Dix called Some Days Today, 22 Ways to Propel Your Life. And I made a video about this book last week, so I'll put the link up somewhere. One of the chapters of this book talks about celebrating yourself, and this made me think a lot. And I realized the reason why I was so tired and so exhausted, it was because I never stopped to say,
wow, you did this, you accomplished this, you did an amazing job.
And I had some people tell me, oh, like, you're doing amazing, but it's not the same way when it doesn't come from you. I just moved along and moved to the next step, to the next big thing. So I decided to email the university and I explained them the situation. I asked them if I could attend the next ceremony, and they did let me, and I actually had a lot of fun. And just like Faith, in the final speech of the ceremony, the dean actually talked about the idea of celebrating yourself. And so I already had this video in mind for this week, but that just felt like a sign from the universe that I needed to do this, so here I am. Here are the steps you can take to make your life more meaningful and fulfilling by celebrating yourself. So the first thing I want you to do is take 20 minutes out of today, and you
have to time them. You have to put 20 minutes in your timer
and write 10 things that you've accomplished in the past few years. Okay, like, you have to think about the past few years. What have I accomplished that I'm proud of? It could be standard achievements like getting a job, getting promoted, or getting a car, but it could also be things that are achievements to you. Maybe you got on a plane even though you're scared of flying, or maybe you're scared of public speaking and you did a little presentation to a couple of co-workers. That's an accomplishment. You should be proud of that, because step by step you'll win over your fears. Write those 10 things down and then take a moment for each of them to feel the joy within you, to feel the pride within you that you accomplished that, and you should be so grateful and so happy for yourself. You should feel the joy. And it's not too late to celebrate. Maybe if something happened 2 years ago, whatever, it's still not too late to really reflect on that thing you've accomplished and feel the joy within you. The second thing you're gonna do is to treat yourself, and that could be anything that makes you feel good, anything that really brings you joy, anything that will make you feel like you're treating yourself. It works.
Maybe it's a dessert, maybe it's going to the spa, maybe doing like a bubble bath situation, whatever it is.
Treat yourself. Give yourself something as a gift. It's like, I'm gifting you this time for you because you accomplished these things, okay? And it's never too late to celebrate. So if there's something you have done and you haven't had the chance to celebrate, take this time to do this. Celebrate yourself. The third thing you can do is share your success. Let the people you love know what you've accomplished. They'll be so happy for you, even if it's a small thing. If you explain them why that means so much to you that you did that, they will be very, very, very happy for you. And if they're not,
you need to change friends. You need to change families, so that's another problem.
Use success as motivation to set new goals and new challenges. Keep inside not only your achievements but also your goals. So have a list of all the things you're working on, and as you accomplish them, cross them off. Just make sure that when you are achieving something, you take the time to really acknowledge how precious this moment is and how proud you are of yourself for accomplish what you've accomplished. So this list will remind you how far you've come, but it will also show you that you're going forward, that you're moving forward, that you have a direction, that you're going somewhere. So this list of goals and achievement is so important because it will fuel you up, it will give you meaning meaning and fulfillment. Make the time to acknowledge your achievement, to celebrate yourself and share your success, and then use the joy that you feel from all of that experience to move on to the next thing. So I hope you're gonna start celebrating yourself, and if you're interested in watching the video about the book I mentioned, it's gonna be right here, and if you wanna see more from me, subscribe.